Greetings, everybody. This is Thunder in the spirit of Geronimo and Crazy Horse, coming to you from Sandy Valley, Nevada, high desert, about 3,500 feet here. Man, we had a hell of a windstorm yesterday. Came out of nowhere in the morning, and that's how it is in the desert. It's pretty awesome. Shit comes up like that, like boom. It just hits you. And then the next day, today, is like sunny as hell and warming up. But yesterday was freezing ass cold, and the wind came up real quick. That's how it is in the desert. It's definitely a beautiful experience. I love the harshness of the desert. Today I went outside and I built I kind of scraped out a little patch in the back of the trailer here so that I could, when the sun passes over from one side to the other and that side's shady, I can do some Tai Chi and some martial arts exercises and some forms and stuff like that. And just north of the trailer, which is that way, the way the camera's facing me is that way, north, about 50 feet away, there's a little plateau, completely flat, with chaparral and mesquite around it, but this area is completely flat, and I can go out there and I can do Tai Chi and do my martial arts forms and practice my SCARS, Special Combat Aggressive Reactionary Systems forms. And it's really awesome to be out in the middle of the desert with mountains all around you and doing that kind of thing out here. Because you just feed off the energy of the universe and the cosmos and the desert and the whole thing. Nothing to block the energy. So my goal right now is to, out here in Sandy Valley, kind of like try to connect with the community. Because there's a combination grade school and high school out here. So I want to try to connect with some young people and start a martial arts and a meditation group and maybe a little bit of yoga, esoteric yoga. Turn these kids on to something that they never have been aware of before. Pull them out of the common core tradition or discipline or brainwashing that they're experiencing in school, and turn them on to like some sacred stuff and some hand-to-hand combat and some ritual and some meditation, some yoga, some Native American tradition and sacred ritual and rites and just propagate everything that the Campfire Council stands for. But the important thing is that people become aware of tradition and sacred ritual and maybe be taught some things that they aren't taught in school. I'm thinking mainly of post high school people that are out here, and basically there's not a whole lot to do out here. So there's definitely a niche, okay, for that type of thing out here, and other things too. Everything that the Campfire Council stands for prepping and tradition and the teaching of the native way, and education, a little bit of real history. Because see, they don't teach kids this stuff. They don't teach the young people in schools anything about the Sand Creek Massacre, or even about George Washington, how he really fought, or anything. They don't. It's all screwed up now with this Common Core thing, and so I don't know. I'm feeling really good out here, and I'm going to just try to change some of these people. Let's say expose some of these people to something that maybe they've never been exposed to. They're going to get exposed to thunder and everything that I know, and can possibly pass on to them. If that's possible, Met another guy today through the handyman that works out here that is a pilot like myself and also a musician. He used to play with Savoy Brown, guitar player. And he flies for Southwest Airlines, and he has a little hangar out here. Not a little hangar, pretty good size hangar with right next to the airport. Private airport, well, semi-private. People live around the airport and they have hangars next to their houses or next to their trailers, and they just taxi out onto the runway and take off. So I haven't flown in a while, and I'm kind of looking forward to meeting some of these people and maybe getting up in the air again. Never thought I would, but it looks like I might. And then also I'm planning on either establishing a indoor firing range, or finding out a place to go out here, which is basically you could go anywhere to shoot, and to practice, get in back in practice with shooting and marksmanship and that type of thing. This is the perfect area for all that kind of stuff. And when you're out of the city for a while and you start, basically I've been doing a lot of work here and a lot of legal matters for my sister, and it's been pretty grueling. And plus doing a lot of stuff that needed to be done around the ranch here. And but now that my living space here in this 12 wide, 60 foot long trailer, mobile home, is complete. Basically, it's complete. Had them finish up my swamp cooler, not air conditioning, swamp cooler. And that's surprising, with a new pump and everything, how you can just get just super cold air out of that. You don't need air conditioning out here. A swamp cooler actually feels better than air conditioning, and it works perfect, And all the swamp cooler is, for those who don't know, is a big cubicle device on the roof of your building or trailer or whatever that has straw pads in it, and the water pumps through it. And there's a fan in there, a vent that is vented through the building or the trailer and blows cold air, sucks air in through the soaked straw pads, and cools things down real good. Of course, I have a window air conditioner too if I need it that I can put in, but man, I don't see the need for it right now. Thunder is just filling you in here, the people in the Campfire Council, on what's going on and what Thunder's doing in the desert. Thunder in the desert. What else? Still haven't got my stuff from the city yet. Looking into possibilities with moving that, because I'm keeping that apartment there for now. Only because logistically it's not conducive for me to move that stuff right now. Actually, if you really want to know the truth of the matter, I'm putting off having to go back to the city to get anything or do anything. I'm almost to the point where I'll just leave the freaking stuff there. But I can't, because there's certain items that I have there. I have a few handguns and some silver, very small amount of silver, and some radios, and some Southwest rugs, and don't have a whole lot there, but what I do have there I want to get here. Even though I have everything I need here right now. I have a Taoist rug with dragons on it that was in this trailer, and I just cleaned it up and vacuumed it and beat it out, and got this picture of Geronimo here, and of course I even had a rifle, this rifle here, which is a Remington model, Nylon 66 it's called. I had that here that, for years. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff that I kind of inherited. Whole bunch of firearms from Black Hawk, Ruger Black Hawk, from a couple of snub-nosed 38s. We got 3 or 4 rifles, semi-autos, shitloads of friggin' ammo coming out the years. Place is well stocked with food. Got a security fence around the place with an electronic gate. Got a huge 2,300 square foot Quonset hut. A 5th wheel. What else? 2 RVs. This trailer. I can readily see at some point down the line here the people from the council coming out here, and this being, there's a fire ring out here, a campfire ring ready to go. So I want you people in the council to keep the energy, good energy, coming my way, so that I can manifest through the creative spirit, through the creative powers of Great Spirit working through me. A place where everybody can come and hang out and be in tune with one another and be a real campfire council. Although, we got some new people coming in too. I'm happy to see that. Got a few new people. I think one of them's name's Joanna, and got about 65, 66 people now. And it's growing because people are realizing that we have something to offer in the way of camaraderie and kindred fellowship and teaching of native traditions, okay? The Native American way, a different way of living, a different way of looking at life. thrown in with some Eastern concepts and some Taoist concepts, and just clear thinking and lucid thinking. And what we're all about is exposing people, like I said earlier in this video, exposing people to how to live next to nature in a native fashion, how to have reverence for nature, how to do sunrise ceremonies and prayer and sweats and the whole ball of wax, and how to fight, how to learn how to fight, to take care of yourself, hand-to-hand combat, learn Tai Chi for health, the hard and soft martial arts. And if anybody wants to come out here and learn that right now, I'm ready. Okay? Because the stuff I know, some of this stuff that I know that has been taught to the Navy SEALs through the SCAR system, and some of that stuff is, you would pay $1,000 for a week-long seminar on how to use this stuff. But if anybody wants to come by here, and this is for the local people, because I might put this video out somehow for the local people or send them some links to it. If anybody wants to come out here and learn not only to defend themselves and in an offensive way, not a defensive way, in a hardcore way, or they want to learn Tantra yoga, or they want to learn Kundalini yoga, or they want to learn how to meditate, or they want to learn how to do ritual, or they basically want to be exposed to shamanistic practices. We're talking about real stuff here, people. We're talking about hardcore tradition, hardcore defense, hardcore shooting. We're talking about being off the grid here, because I'm going to put up a wind machine too. I'm in the process right now of researching wind power, and there's always wind out here in Sandy Valley. Always, always, always. Whether it's just a slight breeze or 45 knots, We also have a generator out here, a $10,000 huge generator on a trailer that is backup power. This place is equipped, It's equipped, and basically Thunder is kind of the ranch foreman here. My sister owns the property, but she's getting on in years and has a few health problems. Bless her heart. And isn't able to get around, and so she's kind of like the ranch owner, and I'm the foreman. And then we have the cowpokes, or the the cowboys out here, like the handymen that come and do some work. And I mainly operate in a supervisory capacity. But I get down and scrub my fingers to the bone and shovel and do everything that I can do for my age. Not as young as I used to be. But I'll tell you what, working out here is good for me. It's really good for me. It's made me more in tune with my surroundings by getting out every day and even if it's just taking the trash out, you know. So I will continue working on this place. As far as world affairs go, people, you've got to realize, okay, that when you're in the city and when you're in the routine, and you're not out in a place like this, your perspective is going to be much, much different than if you were out in a place like this. Because when you get out next to nature and the spirit that moves in all things, and you are able to get up every morning and do a sunrise ceremony and do an offering to grandfather and grandmother in the spirit of the four directions, and breathe fresh air without any pollution and or very little, and not hear traffic zooming by. And I'm telling you, people, there's not even a Walmart out here. So there's one in town in Vegas. That's like an hour away, and see, that's also the beauty of this place, is that if I want to go in the city, if there's something I need in the city, it's an hour's drive, basically. And some people drive an hour a day, every day, to go to work, so it's not a big deal. And there's 3 or 4 vehicles out here, an F-250, Ford F-250, with a 4-wheel conversion in it. I'm just having the time of my life, and there's also there's a motorcycle that I'm fixing up. It's a dirt bike that's out in the Quonset hut out there, and it's been sitting around with no use, and so I got some people working on that too. So Thunder's just going to take off in the desert here like I used to. I had a few bikes in my time, people. So anyway, what the hell, just taking it day by day and seeing what's going to happen. I'm living in the moment here, and I'm going to start perpetuating the council out here in the desert in Sandy Valley and some of the people out here. But I also understand that the Campfire Council is a much larger organization, and they're going to understand that too. And I'm just trying to perpetuate that vision that I have and have always had. And again, just take it day by day, because shit, this could all end tomorrow. In any way, shape, or form. I mean, nothing is guaranteed in life. There's no guarantees. And that's another thing. Life is change, okay? Life is change, and circumstances are constantly changing. Nothing stays the same. It's the yin and the yang. And it's really evident out here, okay? Just as it is in the city. Just because you're out here doesn't mean there's still not that swing back and forth between yin and yang, dark and light. Things are going good and things don't go so good. And that's the same way it is in the world, and you can really see that out here. It's almost like a hawk's eye view of the world. It's a hawk's eye view. It's a different perspective of looking at the world. When you're out in the middle of the freaking desert and everything's seemingly far away, and you're next to the stars and the cosmos and the millions of galaxies that you can see at night, and the harshness of the desert and the creatures. And when you're out here, and you get up in the morning and it's just beautiful mountains all around you, you look at all the stuff that's going on the political systems, and the bullshit with Syria and Russia and the continual humdrum, the politics, the sickening politics of these idiots that can't even, half of them probably can't even find their ass with both hands. And, they're all scripted, and it's all, this political season to me is nothing. It's just bullshit, just like it always has been, always will be. Nothing accomplished. And the rat race keeps going around and round with the geopolitical events over and over and over. Same tape loop, different day. Same tape loop, same shit, different day. The superpowers butting heads in Syria. The superpowers doing this. China doing that. Russia this. Russia that. Let's have a summit. Let's have another peace talk. Which is all bullshit, because it lasts for about 2 days to a week. And it goes to critical mass again, and then it backs off, and then this is a constant chess game of life. Okay? It's the yin and yang of life. It's the forever chaotic change of the yin yang. The fish chasing its tail, okay? The snake eating its tail. And that's the nature of life. And the only way that you can get through that is to step outside of it and see it from a hawk's eye view. And become detached. And it's easier to become detached in a setting like this, so I encourage everybody to join the council. Even if you can't get out to a place like this, join the council, and at least, like when I was in the city, live it like you're out here. And pretty soon you'll be out here. If you're in tune with Great Spirit, you'll be out here. Or you'll be in a place like this. Get out of the cities. I've done videos on it. You can't live in the city, and when the shit hits the fan, which it will eventually. Now Thunder's going to lay something on your head that's going to be a vision, a prophecy, something that I know for sure. Okay. People come on and they go, they ask people about when is this going to occur and when is that going to occur, and how is it going to occur, and blah, 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 and they go on and on and on, and they talk about the financial system, and it's collapsing, and this is happening, and that's happening, the alternative media and the other media. One person saying one thing. I'm going to say this right now. This is Thunder's for sure thing. Okay, this is a for sure prophecy. It is going to come. Okay. And people think that it might come slowly. It's not going to come slowly. It's going to come boom, fast, real fast. So if you think you got a bunch of time to prepare, and you think that, I'll just do this a little bit at a time, or I won't take any action right now, or I won't move on it right now, you're barking up the wrong tree, because when it happens, it's going to happen quick. It's going to happen in the flash of an eye. It could happen overnight. It could happen any time. And what do I mean by it? The complete collapse. Okay? The complete shit hitting the fan overnight. No food on the shelves, no money in the bank. Some radical thing is going to come, boom, It's going to come overnight. It's just going to creep right up on you people, and it's going to happen, boom, quick. Because I see it. I feel it. I know it. So you can take that to the bank. Now, do I know exactly when? No, I don't. But I'll say this, it ain't too far off, okay? It ain't too far off, and when it happens, it's going to happen quick. It's going to be like a freight train, okay, coming out of a tunnel, and you standing in front of it. So you better be aware of that fact, okay? Because, a lot of people think, well, I'll just see it coming, I'll be, I'll have at least a couple of days, or I'll have a week, or what. No. You're not going to have a week. You're not going to have it's going to come, boom, overnight. You'll wake up the next day and things will be completely off course, out of balance, Twilight Zone. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I'm not. That's a sure thing that you can take to the bank from thunder. Not to scare anybody, but just to make everybody realize the importance of having your shit together on all levels. Especially on a spiritual level, you have to prepare for things that are coming. And when you get out to a place like this and you start preparing and you start stocking up food and you start getting proficient again with the firearms and getting back into things like the martial arts and like I'm doing right now and meeting people and these are all things that you should be doing, things in your realm, your circle. If I have any say at all that where I'm at right now it'll eventually come to fruition that I can invite a lot of people out here to partake in gatherings and instruction and camaraderie. That's my plan. We'll see how it works out. But in any situation that you're in, you have to stabilize it first, and that's what I've been trying to do since I came here. That's what I've been trying to do, people, is stabilize a situation that was pretty critical when I came here with a sibling, a relative. And I've managed to do that right now. It's pretty stable. It's pretty positive. Okay, it's getting more and more positive because there was a lot of chaotic stuff surrounding one of my relations here. Okay, stuff that I had to deal with, and I'm just now starting to although I felt good just being here and working and working towards a goal to help somebody else, and that's been my main goal here, was to help somebody else, but in the process, it could end up to where things are looking real good for me and possibly members of the Campfire Council too. So just send me your prayers and good energy and keep it coming because it seems to be working. Send thunder, good energy. Remember, every night, sending me some good energy, and I'll feel it. You'll get it back. Just remember, I'm living in the spirit of Geronimo and Crazy Horse. They're like patron saints to me. And that's the way that everybody should be lived. Hoka hey, it is a good day to die. In other words, it's a good day to stand up for and have courage for freedom. Freedom from, from oppression. So anyway, I guess I'll leave it there today. This is kind of a long-winded video, but some people like listening to me. I don't know why. But maybe it's because, it's something real as opposed to all this shit you see even on the alternative media. It's me talking, but hey, I come from this ancient, traditional, shamanistic point of view. And believe me, I'm doing a lot of ritual out here, and I'm practicing a lot of shamanistic techniques. And I'm tuning into the desert. And if there's any way I can help you, email me, or just you want to talk to me, or and if there's any way that you can make it out here to Sandy Valley, start thinking about it, because I'm going to start setting things up with classes and all kinds of things here. So keep that in mind. So I'll leave it there today until I see you again, or do another video, or if I never see you again, I'll just say adios at this time. Go with God, go with Great Spirit. Let that prime mover move you, baby. All right, I'm out of here. Adios.